to sign off. I will, we're revisiting prior, business item to complete it, and I move to authorize the county manager to sign off on the, PSA with Betsy Group, once that is fully drafted and reviewed by legal.
Second the motion. Call for vote.
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, sorry about that.
No, thanks for catching them.
Sandra, is that you that just joined? For calendar review, I can, we can pull up the calendar on here if that is helpful. Next week. So on the 11th. School board meeting. Veterans Day. Will be closed. I will check with the school district if they're still gonna have their meeting on Veterans Day. Well, we have our 9 AM and 1 PM work sessions. And then in the evening, we have the library board of trustees meeting and planning commission, which have been moved from their regular slot on the 11th.
And the 12th is a file. Is there anything else on the agenda, Melissa, do you know?
I'm sorry. which one?
No, it's okay, on November 12th, the planning commission file.
We have a single fee for, 10th Mountain Division,
Oh, right,
yeah.
would that be the only thing on the agenda that,
I
as
think-
far as you know?
Yeah, I think so,
Okay,
let me double check though.
thank you. Right. Wednesday, roundtable.
Community coffee. The round table. There is the fourth quarter Henderson and Climax CPP meeting. It is over, it's gonna be in person over in Keystone. I don't have the time to go, but it would be good if someone from Lake County government went. One of you doesn't have anything to do, I can forward the invite, and
When is this?
that is next Wednesday.
I'll be. in
It's
Dublin.
11 to 1 over in Keystone. And I can send you guys the info.
Oh, yeah, the Q4.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can go.
okay, perfect. That'd be great. We have the airport advisory board meeting. I will double check with Bob that we still have those. And then the behavioral health administration will be here for community feedback.
Yeah, their new executive director, Commissioner Smith, is joining. It's a newly created state agency that governs all things mental health and substance use. So they're here getting feedback on their new rules that they have around the system, and also just feedback of issues and problems or opportunities we have. So if any of you could join, or one of you please could join. We can feedback on what you're seeing on the ground around mental health and substance use in our community.
This will be back in time, but. You can anyway. Thank you, it's a good opportunity.
And next Thursday. The Lacosi meeting and the Sand District Board of Directors meeting. Which if you haven't been to one yet, Hal, they're riveting.
Talk to me tomorrow morning.
Yes. Okay. Next Friday, we have a fire management board meeting. I did send the city attorney's feedback to you today.
From you too.
Okay, interesting comments, but I don't think anything substantive. I think we can send it to
Well, I mean, I feel like there's
There's a
that,
few digs.
that's
I would
part of the
just-
course. The, that question of whether the fire management board really is an advisory board or whether it has like actual governance, I think is interesting. And one, I mean, something that I've been meaning to follow up with you on, once you're back from vacation, is would we want to give the fire management board actually some authority over, you know, the same way we give, like in our procurement policies, like, you know, if it's been budgeted and it's under a certain amount, you don't need to come back to city council and BOCC.
Yeah, that's what I was,
that.
I was gonna look to you in terms
Yeah.
of, for you and Tim, since y'all worked so much on that, what your responses were to those comments is.
Yeah, so,
Would be helpful.
okay, we will do that.
Alright. Also on Friday, we have our Twin Lakes Community Coffee and the Intermountain Transportation Planning Region meeting. For the, did we miss anything for next week? Okay. For the work sessions next week, so for the 9 AM, we'll have the third quarter budget presentation to include the 24 budget and actuals. Update on 24 budget, book short and long-term goals and the 25 preliminary budget, from Chief Daly. So we'll do that presentation for the board. After that, I will provide an overview with initial recommendations from me for supplemental budget requests and capital improvement requests. And then in the afternoon, we will have an update from the county public health on opioid abatement funding and harm reduction efforts. And then an update on economic development and 2025 budget. And discussion and overview of the hangar leases and airport business park. I know earlier today you had suggested adding leadership policies and practices, so I would, I guess, suggest the afternoon would be less. There's the supplemental and capital requests will take up the remainder of the morning after Chief Daly.
Okay.
Do you want me to add that?
I mean, we're gonna have that hard stop at 4. I mean, let's add it
on Tuesday.
and on Tuesday, and if we just don't, I mean. We just have to push it, then. So be it, but let's get it on there, so if we magically have time. We can do it,
And the three of us can figure out another time too.
yeah,
if we need to.
So it is just BOCC leadership policies and practices.
yeah, that sounds good.
Now you may do the consent agenda, Commissioner.
I'll move to approve the consent agenda.
Second motion.
Okay.
I do have a discussion.
Oh.
Cindy, do you have any idea, or can you go back to the office and figure out if we can get our minutes to get up to speed so that we can approve them by the time we're out of office?
Yes,
Okay, thanks. Cause I think we're a couple months behind.
okay,
That'd be great. Thank you.
alrighty.
We could have some on the next agenda, that'd be helpful.
Okay,
And
Yeah.
yeah, just keep in mind for the next 4 meetings, maybe. We
okay,
only have 4 meetings. Thank you.
All fair vote on the consent agenda.
Right.
Aye. Consent agenda is approved, and at 3:16 PM, we will adjourn. Thank you, everyone.